agreement, Mercy agreement, and the HVAC.
Right. Busy meeting.
Yeah.
So you got a mic. Report on this half, on the Richmond. Forward business. You dressed down good, Rob. Thank you.
This is the Hiawatha City Council meeting for May 6, 2026. We'll call the meeting to order at 5:30. And if everybody please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thanks, everyone. Item 3, roll call, please.
Jill Weigel. Here. Rob Archibald.
Here.
Jeff Cater.
Here.
Ben Fidler.
Here.
CJ Flynn.
Here.
Number 4, approval of the agenda. In a motion and a second to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Have a first and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Number 4 passed. Number 5, approval of the consent agenda. I need a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Now the first and second, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Citizens input, item number 6. If anybody in the audience would like to speak to something that is not on the agenda, please step forward, state your name and address, please. Okay, anybody on the phone?
Nope.
Okay. Moving on, item 7, report from the council member, city manager.
Trash Amnesty Week, another in the process of being successful. Thanks to the Public Works team. I think, there's Rod. Rod and his team, thank you for your effort in that. Always good, always get positive feedback. And I also was dressed up like about 10 minutes ago, but I have a softball game, so I had to down dress. So
Sure.
I feel like I'm out of place up here.
Yeah, kudos to our whole team, Hiawatha citizens who participated in the amnesty and also Earth Day. It was a great turnout. I think we had probably an average number of cars, 150 to 200, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of stuff turned in, and I noticed the city crews are very busy this week picking up the amnesty items. And I hear all the time from our constituents or residents how great a job we do with that. And some of our neighbors to the south and to the east wish that their cities did the same. So we consider ourselves very lucky in doing that. Anybody else have anything? Okay. Moving on, item number 8, proclamation for National Police Week. Whereas there are more than 800,000 law enforcement officers serving in communities across the United States, including the dedicated members of the Hiawatha Police Department. And whereas, since the first recorded death in 1786, there are currently more than 24,500 law enforcement officers in the United States who have made the ultimate sacrifice and been killed in the line of duty. And whereas the names of these dedicated public servants are engraved on the walls of the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial in Washington, D.C. And whereas the service and sacrifice of all officers killed in the line of duty will be honored during the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund's 38th Candlelight Vigil on the evening of May 13, 2026. And whereas the Candlelight Vigil is part of the National Police Week, which will be observed this year, May 11th to the 16th. And whereas May 15th is designated as Peace Officers Memorial Day in honor of all fallen officers and their families, and the U.S. flag should be flown at half-staff. Now, therefore, I, Steve Dodson, Mayor of the City of Hiawatha, will observe May 11th to the 16th, 2026 as National Police Week and publicly salutes the service of law enforcement officers in our community and in communities across the nation. Dated the 6th day of May, 2026.
Thank you.
Item 9, proclamation for Public Works Week. Whereas public works professionals focus on infrastructure, facilities, and services that are of vital importance to sustainable and resilient communities and to public health, high quality of life, and well-being of the people of Hiawatha. And whereas these infrastructure, facilities, and services could not be provided without the dedicated efforts of public works professionals, who are engineers, managers, and employees at all levels of government in the private sector, who are responsible for rebuilding, improving, and protecting our nation's transportation, water supply, water treatment, and solid waste systems, public buildings, and other structures and facilities essential for our citizens. And whereas it is in the public interest for the citizens, civic leaders, and children in Hiawatha to gain knowledge and to maintain an ongoing interest and understanding of the importance of public works and public works programs in their respective communities. And whereas the year 2026 marks the 66th annual National Public Works Week, sponsored by the American Public Works Association, Canadian Public Works Association. Be it now. Therefore, I, Steve Dodson, Mayor of the City of Hiawatha, do hereby designate the week of May 17th to the 23rd, 2026 as National Public Works Week. I urge all citizens to join with representatives of the American Public Works Association and government agencies in activities, events, and ceremonies designed to pay tribute to our public works professionals, engineers, managers, and employees, and to recognize the substantial contributions they make to protecting our national health, safety, and advancing quality of life for all. Dated the 6th day of May, 2026. Item 10, proclamation for EMS Week. Whereas emergency medical services is a vital public service, and whereas the members of emergency medical services teams are ready to provide life-saving care to those in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and whereas access to quality emergency care dramatically improves the survival and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illness or injury, and whereas emergency medical services fills healthcare gaps by providing important out-of-hospital care, including preventative medicine, follow-up care, and access to telemedicine. And whereas the emergency medical services system consists of first responders, emergency medical technicians, paramedics, emergency medical dispatchers, firefighters, police officers, educators, administrators, pre-hospital nurses, emergency nurses, emergency physicians, and trained members of the public, and other out-of-hospital medical care providers. And whereas members of emergency medical services teams, whether career or volunteer, engage in thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education to enhance their life-saving skills. And whereas it is appropriate to recognize the value and the accomplishments of emergency medical services providers by designating the Emergency Medical Services Week. Now, therefore, I, Steve Dodson, Mayor of the City of Hiawatha, do recognize the week of May 17th to 23rd, 2026 as Emergency Medical Services Week. The 52nd anniversary of EMS Week theme is EMS Week, Improving Outcomes Together. I encourage the community to observe this week with appropriate programs, ceremonies, and activities in honor of the EMS profession and the essential service it provides. Dated the 6th day of May, 2026.
Thank you.
And at this moment, I'd like to acknowledge the firefighters, both volunteer and full-time employees that are in our presence, as well as the police officer that we have, and public service workers. And we give everybody a round of applause for their service.
Public safety and good quality public works are two of the most important things we do. So very meaningful proclamations. Thanks, Mayor.
Number 11, public hearing. To consider the plan specifications, form of contract, and estimate of cost for the 2026 street improvements project. We'll open the public hearing at 5:40. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak in favor of this item? Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak in opposition of the item? Have we received anything in the?
No, we have not.
Okay. We'll close the public hearing at 5:41. A, consider resolution approving the plan specifications, form of contract, and estimate of cost for the 2026 street improvements project. Need a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved. Second.
Got a first and a second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Joe Weigel.
Number 12, public hearing to consider the plan specifications, form of contract, and estimate of cost for the Canes Drive Storm Sewer Improvements Project. We'll open the public hearing at 5:41. Is there anyone in the audience like to speak in favor of the item? Is there anyone in the audience that'd like to speak in opposition of the item? Have we received anything in the clerk's office?
No, we have not.
All right, we'll close the public hearing at 5:42. A, consider resolution approving the plan specifications, form of contract, and estimate of cost for the Canes Drive Storm Sewer Improvements Project. Need a motion to approve in a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
Got a first and a second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Joe Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Aye.
Number 13, public hearing on the intent to apply for CDBG Housing Rehabilitation and Roofing Program funds. We'll open the public hearing at 5:42.
Thank you, Mayor and members of the City Council. Paula Mitchell with ECOG. And as the mayor indicated, this is a required public hearing for a community development block grant application.
Yes.
So there are some points that are required to be covered as part of the public hearing. It's dual purpose. The first is to cover those 9 points. And I'll stick pretty close to the script for that. The second is just to provide the public an opportunity for input on a community development and housing needs analysis. And I believe you've been provided with a copy of that, so I will stay high level on that. So for how the need for the proposed activity or project was identified, as I said, ECOG prepared a community development and housing needs analysis in conjunction with the grant using a variety of data sources, many of which are from the city's own documents. The assessment did find there was a high need for the preservation of Hiawatha's existing affordable housing stock, and especially a need for critical repairs. The roof replacement program will address this need by providing funding for eligible low and moderate income homeowners to make roof repairs that will extend the useful life of their home. And without this funding source, major repairs such as a roof replacement are out of reach for many homeowners in this income range. For a summary of how the proposed activity or project will be funded and the source of funds, the roof repair housing rehabilitation program, if awarded, will be funded by $198,000 in community development block grant funding. And the way that that breaks down is 10% of the grant is administration, and then there's $180,000 that's for the roof repairs and associated services. The date the CDBG application will be submitted is no later than May 22nd, 2006 online. And the amount of federal funds to be requested again is $198,000. The estimated portion of federal funds that will benefit persons of low and moderate income is 100%. This is a program that will enroll all homeowners below 80% of the area median income. The proposed project or activity will be located on scattered sites throughout the city of Hiawatha's municipal limits, and those will be identified again by that income qualification intake process. Regarding plan to minimize the displacement of persons and businesses as a result of funded activities or projects, again, because this is a voluntary program based on enrollment, we anticipate there will be no displacement. And because the activities will be exterior only, we don't anticipate there will even be a need for temporary relocation. Plans to assist persons actually displaced, again, we don't anticipate any displacement. And then finally, the nature of the proposed activity or project. The City of Hiawatha's Roof Repair Housing Rehabilitation Program will assist low and moderate income homeowners within the City of Hiawatha to repair or replace their roof, which may include replacement of roof deck, underlayment, and shingles, as well as gutters and minor chimney repairs or removal. Lead-based paint disturbed by the project will be addressed if required. That concludes the 9 points. Regarding the community development and housing needs assessment, again, this is a draft document. The public is welcome to provide input and we can make changes. But just to summarize the high priority items that were identified, you likely know these already, but preservation and rehabilitation of existing affordable owner-occupied housing was identified as high priority. That's really the point that supports the need for this program. Additionally, first-time homebuyer assistance for low and moderate income households is a need. Affordable rental housing and overall reduction of renter cost burden was identified as a high priority need. Increase of the affordable housing supply in general across price points, both workforce and affordable housing. And then additionally, beyond simply housing needs, sidewalk, ADA, and accessibility improvements, as well as water utility and related public infrastructure were also identified as high priority needs for low and moderate income persons. Regarding other community development and housing needs, generally a need for neighborhood revitalization, code enforcement, and ongoing property maintenance supports was identified as high priority. And I will conclude my remarks there and turn it back over to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And just for clarification, ECOG is the East Central Iowa Congress of Government. So thank you very much. Is there anyone else that would like to speak in favor of the item? Anyone like to speak in opposition of the item? Have we received anything in the clerk's office?
No, we have not.
Okay. All right, we'll close the public hearing at 5:47. A, consider resolution authorizing and directing the mayor to sign, execute, and submit application for funding and associated documents for the Community Development Block Grant, CDBG, Housing Rehabilitation Roofing Program through the Iowa Economic Development Authority, IEDA. Need a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
And a first and a second discussion. I think this is a great program. I know Hiawatha has been a recipient of the CDBG grants in the past for rehabilitation of some low to moderate income housing, and it's been very, very popular. So I know this, if we're a recipient of this, I know it'd be well done, well spent. Roll call, please.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Aye.
Number 14, public hearing to consider approving the request to rezone the core village center. We'll open the public hearing at 5:49. And Wes, will you step forward, please, state your name and who you're with?
Good afternoon. My name is Wes Schulte. I'm with Merit Development. I appreciate the time and the opportunity here. I won't be too crazy long, I promise, but I just wanted to give you a brief overview of the core of Hiawatha, what you'll see in the upcoming documents. on the agenda. So just kind of some high-level key drivers for this development plan, what we're looking at here for the core of Hiawatha. So number one, the location. Excuse me. This mixed-use development plan will be located at the former Hiawatha Oak Brook Trailer Court site, just east of Robbins Road and Center Point Road, a highly visible and busy intersection, as we all know. As we also know, the site's been idle for many, many years, and our goal is to create a power block, a fuse to really ignite not only the redevelopment of an underutilized and stagnant infill site, but to create a catalyst for a new era of Hiawatha. The core of Hiawatha will sit along the Cedar Valley Nature Trail, steps away from City Hall, Guthridge Park, the Cedar Rapids, the new Cedar Rapids Prep School, along with easy access to the library, elementary school, and many other businesses. Obviously, it's well connected to 380 and the whole entire metro area. Secondly, as you'll see in some drawings coming up, the core of Hiawatha is a mixed-use 4-story building. It's thoughtfully designed with a classic and timeless feel. The brick, the glass, the metal paneling bring those architectural details to deliver on a downtown vibrancy and a sense of place to really build community at the end of the day. The building will feature 6 main floor commercial spaces ranging from 1,600 square feet to 4,000 square feet to really attract those retail, the service, the boutique type businesses, as well as a larger end cap space for a potential restaurant with some outdoor patio seating right along the nature trail there. So floors 2nd, 3rd, and 4th will house 39 1- and 2-bedroom apartments to serve the growing housing needs, as we just heard on that previous point. These units will be priced from $1,095 to $1,395 per month, and trying to keep things as affordable as possible. They'll be comfortable, spacious floor plans, fully furnished appliances, higher end finishes, a resident elevator for ADA access, private balconies, ample parking, all for local workforce, empty nesters, and many different walks of life. The third point is economic impact. So this phase 1 development represents a $13 million investment in the community of Hiawatha, and the anticipated start date would be August of 26, with completion of the project in the fall of 27. We're projecting taxable revenues of $150,000 annually, and water and sewer revenues $45,000 to $50,000 annually. Again, this power block will create an anchor, a sense of place for community, and hopefully spawn additional investment and attract more people and business to the area. There is a potential future phase 2 site that would provide an additional development to the east. Lastly, community. Hiawatha, you guys have done an awesome job. It's an incredible community. You know, from a high level, there's so many ingredients and great things to work with. And, you know, from the residential neighborhoods to the growing small business, to the industry, to the commercial, to the schools, the parks, the trails, there's a lot of cool things happening here, and we'd like to be a part of it. So, so we're here with the core of Hiawatha to really add to the strengths that you guys already have. We want to be an addition to the equation. And so our goal is to really be engaged, aligned, and execute on a collaborative vision with you all. And after many discussions with leadership, I think we've really come up with a solid plan that can be a tremendous impact here to the community. So just one that demonstrates proper placemaking, unit mix, curb appeal, and value add to ultimately take things to new heights. So appreciate the opportunity, and looking forward to working together in the future. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Schulte.
you.
Is there anyone else that'd like to speak in favor of the item? Is there anyone in the audience that'd like to speak in opposition of the item? Did we receive anything in the clerk's office?
No, we did not.
All right, we'll close the public hearing at 5:54. A, consider first reading. Need a motion to approve the first reading?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
B, consider waiving second and third readings. Need a motion waiving the third reading?
So moved.
Second.
First and second, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? C, consider adoption. Need a motion to adopt?
So, second.
Need a first and second, roll call please.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn.
Aye.
Item 15, consider resolution approving the preliminary site development plan for the Core Village Center Plan Unit Development. Need a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved. Second.
Now, first and second discussion.
I think this fits really well for what we've envisioned for so many years in this area. So I'm excited about it, and it really will fill in that vacant space, and it hopefully will be a catalyst for continued change down Robbins Road.
It's exciting to be able to sit here and we're gonna be able to watch it like happen from this seat and watch that history in the next generation of Hiawatha be built.
And we know you could have put this a lot of places, I think. So having somebody willing to put this kind of money into this kind of site in our community is much appreciated. And I think we all think this is really going to be, as you suggested, a catalyst for the rest of this. And that's what we're certainly hoping. Elevations look amazing.
Roll call please.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Jill Weigel.
Aye.
Item 16, consider resolution approving the final site development plan for Lot 2 of the Core Village Center Plan Unit Development. Need a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Now, first and second discussion. Roll call please.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Aye.
Item 17, consider resolution approving the building design and finishes for the Core Village Center mixed-use building pursuant to the City of Hiawatha design guidelines. In a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved. Second.
First and second, discussion?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about what Ben said, and I'm picturing it over there. So, and I think it's, councils before us, this is the vision they had for that area to really, spur growth, but yet provide the needed housing for the communities.
Roll call please.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Aye.
Item 18, consider resolution approving and directing the mayor to sign the resolution of support for the Core of Hiawatha LLC Workforce Housing Tax Credit Program application promoting multifamily residential housing and meeting the needs of the city's housing shortage. Need a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call please.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
Item 19, consider resolution approving reasonable competitive bidding procedures for and setting the date for a public hearing on the proposal to convey interest in real property located within the Hiawatha urban renewal area, directing publication of related notices, and declaring the intent of the city to accept the offer submitted by the Core of Hiawatha LLC in the event that no qualified competing proposals are submitted. Need a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Now, first and second discussion? Roll call, please.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn.
Aye.
Item 20, consider resolution directing the acceptance of a proposal to purchase a $3,990,000 dollar amount subject to change general obligation capital loan notes, series 2026. And Maggie, you're at the podium, so go ahead, you wanna,
I'm Maggie Berger with Spear Financial. We did receive a proposal today to work with D.A. Davidson and Company out of Des Moines, Iowa on pricing for your annual issuance of debt. This includes mostly your CIP projects. We have some general obligation debt service levy. Some TIF will be done with this. This is $3,990,000, and we were able to come down to a true interest rate of 3.3858%. That's a very good rate. Last year it was 3.69. So as you've watched the Federal Reserve move a little bit on interest rates, we are seeing that change, and we're seeing those interest rates starting to come down. We've given you all those interest rates. They started at 5%. They do end in the last year at a 4%. As part of this process, we did go through S&P Global Ratings and had the city, we thank the city administration because they spent 1 hour answering a lot of questions from S&P and making sure that, you know, they were telling them all the information, helping them gather information from the audited financials and linking it all together. So you were reassigned or reaffirmed at the AA- rating. The minus does not mean anything negative. It's just their rating standard. They do a minus and a plus when you're above and below the center A. So we've got the AA- there. They think that you have a great target of reserves, you know, at about 30% of expenditures, which is great. Again, they like cash. For fiscal year 25 or 26, you're budgeted to have a little surplus. That looks like it's going to happen. We also note that, again, one of the credit strengths is that your general fund is balanced comparable to other peers. So other cities across this AA category for S&P, they're looking at and saying that, you know, you're right in line with those other cities, which is what we like to have. They're telling us that our outlook is stable. They think that you have great operational performance, and they do look at, they like it that you look ahead on the horizon as to when you're doing your budgeting and your planning, that you're not just taking this information, that you are looking ahead and doing a little projecting in that budget. One thing we always say, they will tell you if you start to dwindle down your cash for operational costs especially, that is what could lead to a downgrade. So we always make that point necessary. So they look at the spend out of operational cash sometimes for capital improvement, as long as you've been building that cash up with that anticipation of using it towards that capital improvement. So we've given you the final debt service schedule. This schedule runs from June 1st of 2027 with principal starting to June 1st of 2036. So we were able to keep this fairly short. That has to do with good management. You've paid some debt off in these past couple of years. That has allowed you to kind of stay in that 10-year time frame, and that's really what the market is liking to see, that 10 to 12-year time frame right now. Because this was a negotiated sale and not competitive, we do have some comparisons for you. Pella, Iowa sold yesterday, and we show that those were the 5%. Their yield, although you don't see the yield, we check the yield. The yield is spot on to where we're seeing the yield for your issuance today. We also have Waverly that sold on Monday, same rating position that you are, just rated with Moody's. Their interest rates were a little bit lower, but their yield came out to sort of right where you were on a spread. So everything in our opinion looks good. We think this is great pricing. We're happy to see that. And I did want to mention that Farmer State Bank of Marion did participate in the pricing today. That is the one bank that we are aware of at this point in time. So any questions?
I don't have anything. Sounds good, Maggie. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, need a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Oh, I was just gonna
Oh,
say
sorry.
thanks, Maggie, for coming down. I think it'd be really easy for you to call this in to us, but I appreciate you coming year after year to help explain this to us and answer any questions. And I'm excited about the interest rate.
Okay, roll call, please.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Bill Weigel.
Item 21, consider resolution setting a public hearing date, May 20th, 2026 at 5:30 PM to consider the FY 2026 budget amendments and directing publication of notice. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
And a first and second discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Joe Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Aye.
Item 22, consider resolution setting a public hearing date, May 20th, 2026 at 5:30 PM to consider amending Hiawatha Code of Ordinances, Chapter 101, Stormwater Drainage System, Substate 101.03 rates. Need a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
And a first and second discussion? Roll call, please.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Joe Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Item 23, consider resolution approving the purchase of LED conversion kits and streetlights for Center Point Road. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
I think I mentioned a while ago, but I was out at Public Works one day and talking to Rod, and we looked over and there's a pile of those lights sitting there. And Rod was telling about all of the work that it takes to keep those maintained and all the effort that Public Works puts into continuing to maintain this beautiful, main street of Hiawatha. And so it's exciting that we're able to find a way to reduce that effort, to make it easier for the crews to continue to have that Center Point Road corridor look great.
Right, and also the conversion kits Rod was able to find, so we can convert them all over.
Well, and having to go to 2 different companies to do that, thank you for the work on that. It's a lot.
We're glad we have you, Rod.
Yes.
Roll call, please.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Joe Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
Item 24, consider resolution approving and making award a contract for tree and stump removal 2026. Need a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
And a first and second discussion? Roll call, please.
Joe Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn.
Aye.
Item 25, consider resolution approving and making award a contract for Turtle Creek Park Pickleball Courts project. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
And a first and second discussion?
It's good to see it come in under estimate.
Absolutely. And take a little pressure off the Guthridge Park pickleball courts too, so.
And that basketball court up there, I think that'll be heavily used as well. So, as I've discussed it with people in the community, they're very excited about it.
Roll call, please.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Joe Weigel.
Aye.
Item 26, consider resolution approving the purchase of HVAC replacement equipment for fire station number 1. Need a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
And a first and second discussion?
I did ask Chief Powers, and he provided explanation of will this meet future demands, or will it, if we do decide to remodel, and it sounds like Al, Buck, and Matt have looked at that, and so it sounds like we're good. So obviously, we need to keep the firefighters and EMS providers comfortable, so
Yes.
this is something we gotta do to make sure we do that.
I agree. Roll call, please.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Joe Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Aye.
Item 27, consider resolution approving an amendment to the medical transport service agreement between the city of Hiawatha and Mercy Medical Center. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
And a first and second discussion?
This one's also exciting to see the long-term contract with Mercy continuing to have that great partnership with the city and the ER.
I agree. If it wasn't for the great working relationship we have with Mercy, we wouldn't be offered that extension. So kudos to the fire department for that. Thank you, Chief.
It's a little sad to see that decrease in revenue initially, but then I think that'll come back up based on what Chief Powers has explained to me, so. And it makes sense, right? Billing at the level of service that's provided, it makes sense.
Yeah, correct. It's just matching actually what we actually are doing, so it's a good step. Like you say, very good relationship with Mercy, and it's good that strengthened out of an effort for couple years now at least to get that done, so it's good to get that done. It has long-term justification for what we're doing.
Roll call, please.
Ben Fidler, Aye. CJ Flynn, Aye. Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Item 28, consider resolution authorizing the acceptance of award of the Iowa Department of Transportation Traffic Safety Improvement Program, TSIP, for Boyson Road from Hawkeye Drive to Robbins Road. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Got a first and second discussion?
It's exciting to get grant money.
Yeah.
Good job, John and team, pursuing this and getting it.
Roll call, please.
CJ Flynn, Aye. Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Item 29, consider resolution authorizing execution of service agreement with East Central Iowa Council of Governments, EasyCog, for the Community Development Block Grant, CDBG, Housing Rehabilitation Roofing Program Grant application, preparation, and for the administration and project delivery of the CDBG grant, if awarded. Need a motion to approve the resolution and a second?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler, Aye. CJ Flynn. Aye.
Item 30, consider resolution awarding Community Development Block Grant, CDBG Housing Fund Technical Services contract upon notification of Housing Rehabilitation Roofing Grant award. Need a motion to approve and a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler, Aye. CJ Flynn, Aye. Jill Weigel.
Aye.
Item 31, consider resolution approving a temporary construction and access easement and settlement agreement for the Cames Drive Storm Sewer Improvements Project. Need a motion and to approve the resolution?
So moved. Second.
Got first and second, discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler, Aye. CJ Flynn, Aye. Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Aye.
Item 32, consider resolution approving a 28E agreement between the City of Hiawatha and the City of Cedar Rapids for Blair's Ferry Road Traffic Signal Replacement Project. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Got a first and second, discussion? Roll call, please.
Ben Fidler, Aye. CJ Flynn, Aye. Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Aye.
Item 33, employee policy manual changes. A, consider resolution amending the employee policy manual, section 1, introduction. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Got a first and second, discussion?
I think we had a thorough discussion on these items at our work session a few weeks ago, and there are changes that need to be made.
Right. Well thought out.
Yeah.
Roll call, please.
CJ Flynn, Aye. Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
B, consider resolution amending the employee policy manual, section 11, benefits policies. Need a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Got a first and second, discussion?
Ditto what I just said. Discussed these thoroughly at our work
Yes, we
session.
did. Anybody else? Roll call, please.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn.
Item 34, consider resolution authorizing city staff to proceed with the design of a new Hiawatha website. Need a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved. Second.
Discussion?
Go ahead.
I was just going to say thank you to city staff. I know that there was a lot of work putting into vetting the different vendors for this, a lot of thought of how do we communicate with residents the best, and I'm really excited about the direction we're headed.
Yeah, we rely on the website so much for communication with the community. We refer them to the website for a lot of things. And so it's important that we're able to update that on a timely basis. So this allows the staff to have the tools they need to do that.
And anymore, a lot of people look to the website and your social media and stuff as kind of the face of the, the forward city. So it's great to have it updated.
Roll call, please.
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Jill Weigel.
Aye.
Item 35, placement of items for the next agenda or work session. Does the council have anything for a work session? The next agenda?
We do not have one scheduled. We'll probably in the next month or so be scheduling one to discuss some stormwater items.
All right, item 36. Ben, is there a motion to adjourn? I will
So
entertain
moved.
that.
Second.
Got a first and second? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thanks, everyone. We are 6:16.
Good pace, man.
I hadn't been for that.
It was 45 minutes.
Uh,